I feel like I always have such a hard time watching my own stream. So I guess let me just get into my makeup and I will see how it goes once I've done like a couple more steps. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna go to a baseball game or if I'm just gonna go up to the city generally. But I'm just gonna do just like kind of like a simpler Saturday makeup look. Did I title this stream Simple Saturday or Simple Sunday? Okay, perfect. It does say Simple Saturday makeup. So I'm just gonna do something a little bit nice with my face. So I'm gonna start out with my e.l.f. primer. I'm just gonna put this all over my face. This is a good like dupe for the like Milk Hydro Grip primer. If anyone's into the makeup scene, this is a good dupe for it. This one is just like a fraction of the cost of the Milk makeup one. So pretty good. It does help to hold your makeup really on your face. Nobody panic. I didn't sunburn my face. My face is just like a little bit sensitive, so it just doesn't, whenever I like touch it, it does get a little bit red. I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit, but as I do that, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I'm gonna go in with my You Almost Say What foundation and a little Wet Beauty blender. Just gonna get that a little bit wet here, and then I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. Just start patting this on my face. Oh, you're back. Did you wash up? I did. All my sweat like dried up a little bit and just cleaned myself up a little bit and changed into like the city fit. So I put on shorts and this tank top, and I will probably put on this jersey if I do end up going to Wolf Sports game. So we'll see. We'll see. But I am just gonna kind of do like a simpler makeup look just so it'll work if I do go to a game or if I'm just going up to the city to go shopping and hang out and sightsee like a tourist. Because I live about an hour-ish south of like the city of San Francisco, so I just don't go up that often, which is a bummer because it is like a lot of fun, but I think just, I don't know, like with the gas prices the way they are, I just don't go up that often, so I'm gonna go up to the city today. I hate being like uncomfortably sweaty. I think we all do. But yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable like when I am trying to stream and I'm getting very sweaty and I'm like, great, everyone's just probably looking at how sweaty I am, but that's all right. I know like, I wouldn't say like a friend of mine, but I guess like a friend of a friend. I know like they were doing something. They were like drinking or smoking like on their Twitch stream and they just like vomited like all over their keyboard like as they were gaming. And I guess like it just like went crazy on Twitch and like he'd be like playing other games, be like, oh my God, you're the guy that threw up on your stream. So like, I don't know. Maybe there's just like a part of Twitch for kind of that like grosser, like sweaty or throw up content that people are interested in seeing. But I don't know. Sweating is definitely not the same thing as throwing up. But I just think it's funny that like a friend of a friend I know like threw up on their stream and then we got like kind of famous from that. What are your favorite movies? That's a good question. I don't watch like a lot of movies. I watch like a lot of like TV shows more, I feel like, but I don't know. I love myself like a good comedy. And also, even though scary movies scare me, I do like to watch them. I don't know why. Like I'm literally like hiding from things or like averting my eyes, not looking at the screen when I watch them. So I don't know, but I do like to watch them. Do you have a belly piercing? I used to. So let me just spray my face here so it's dry as I show you guys. But so fun fact, back in the day, I was like 15 or 16. I really wanted a belly button piercing so bad. Of course, you have to like wait till you're like 18, get your parent to like sign for it. So I actually did it myself and it was like so terribly scarred because I did end up like pulling it out at one point because it just was like not my vibe anymore. But I did have one like many years ago for a brief period of time. I've seen this smaller streamer girl on Twitch do a line of, oh goodness, on her stream she did it? That's crazy. If I were doing stretch, would you do a stretch that shows belly? No, I probably am not because I am wearing this. Like, I would, if you were doing stretch, I'm going to stretch in what I'm wearing. You should have been on my Lash stream where I was wearing a bikini. You could have been doing stretch. But no, not today. I'm not going to do that. That's intense. I could never get a piercing. Yeah, so my parents like agreed that I couldn't get any piercings until I was 16. So like I got my first like ear piercings when I was 16. And like I don't know, just every like 2 years since then, I've like gotten more piercings. So now like at this point in time, I have 3 on this ear and I have 6 on this ear. So I started with the first set when I was 16. I got them like near my 16th birthday. And then I got, sorry, let me grab all my powders here. And then when I was like, I think it was 18 or maybe I was 19, I got like my second ear piercings done. And then when I was 22, I think is when I got like all 3 of these done on the same day. And so like one of them I think is still partially healing because I did get so many at one time. It's been like hard to care for them, and those were extremely painful. Like earlobe piercings, they're not that bad. It's just like kind of like 1 second and they're over and they heal up super quick. The cartilage is tricky to do. And then I did the third ones on each of my lobes. I did those like a couple years ago. I did them during COVID, so it's kind of followed like an almost every 2-year thing. I like get a new piercing, but I'm like out of space, so I think this is kind of gonna be it for all the piercings I get in my life because it's kind of a lot. It's a little bit intense to tell people like, oh, I've had 10 piercings in my lifetime. They're like, what the heck? Like that's like a lot of piercings. But I don't know. It's just something like I don't have tattoos or anything. Like I feel like a lot of like millennials do. But for me, I just have like a lot of piercings and like, I don't know, I just like them better because they're just less permanent. So like if I do decide that I hate them later on, I can just take them out and it's just like a little hole. Plus like even now I can just like put my hair over and you never know. So it's just kind of like my little secret that I have nine ear piercings. Through the nose or lips out. Yeah, I could never do that. I think like at one point I did think about getting like a nose piercing, not the one that goes through your center, but just like a cute little side one. But I'm like, I don't. I just have so many piercings, and like, it's funny because you think like, wow, I probably have so many earrings, and I love changing them all the time. But like, honestly, I hardly ever remember to change out any of my earrings. Like, I just wear like the same ones all the time. And I'm like, that would just be like another thing I have to like take care of. So I don't know. Haven't done the nose one. Maybe at some point. The people that have like tongue piercings, that's crazy. That I don't know. I don't know how you even begin to like heal from those. Like that's too much. That's too intense. I did used to have like little baby gauges, like baby gauges. Like they were so little. Obviously, because my ears have like healed back to being normal. But I did used to have like really tiny gauges, like back when I was in high school, because I thought I was like super cool, and those were super cool. But those are not, if you're thinking of getting them, they're not going to make you super cool. If you already have them, good for you. It's a lot of effort. It's very painful. So highly commend you for it. But if you don't already have it, don't do it. Behind the eyebrows out. Yeah, there's just like, piercings hurt. Like, they do. So, because my parents made us wait till we were 16 to get our ears pierced, just because, I don't know, they want us to be responsible and take care of it, and, like, I don't know why they decided on 16, because I feel like a lot of people just, like, get their babies' ears pierced and stuff, which I don't want to get into, like, the morality and stuff of that, but, like, I feel like just, like, a lot of people get their ears pierced younger than I did. So I went with my sister, because she's 3 years younger than me, so I was 19, and she was 16, and she went to get her first like set of ear piercings ever, and I went to get my second set, and she insisted we go to Claire's, like, because I guess she's just like, that's where everyone gets their ears pierced, and it like became a meme. Like people like, I got my like blank like pierced at Claire's, and people put all kinds of like expletives in there. It was like a meme going around probably like a year or so ago. But she insisted we go to Claire's to get it done. I don't know why. I've gotten pretty much. I'd say like half of my piercings done at like piercing and tattoo shops, because that's what they like recommend because they pierce it with needles instead of like a piercing gun. Um, but she, I think she went first because I'm like, I don't want you to watch me get my ears pierced, then you chicken out and don't get your ears pierced. So we're sitting at Claire's. There's like literally one associate in the whole store. And so she's like trying to run the store and pierce our ears at the same time. And like no hate to Claire's. I'm just saying what happened when I was there. So my sister gets one done. And my sister is like the worst. Like she literally cried like getting flu shots, so she was in like middle school. So I just knew this was gonna be a little bit rough for her. So she gets one done, and then like there's some customers that like want to get checked out by like the only associate in the store doing our ear piercings. My sister's like, why don't you go help them, like, you know, then come back to the second one. And my dad was with us because like my sister wasn't 18, so my dad had to sign for her to get her ears pierced. But he was like, no, you need to sit down and get the second one done because you're gonna chicken out and walk out of here with only one ear piercing like a pirate. And so like we forced her to like sit down and get the second piercing. And then I like just casually got mine right after. But I'm like, oh gosh, what a crisis at the Claire's getting piercings today. Literally everyone does Claire's. They do. I don't know why. I think it's just because they offer it. It's like a thing. I think they offer it a lot of places now. Like they offer it at like I think they offer it at like Target now, and I think like Justice, like the clothing store for like tweens, offers it, and I think maybe even Ulta offers it, but a lot more places offer it. I think just because they know it's like a big like business where people are just like, I don't know, like I feel like most women and like even like a lot of men now have ears that are pierced, so like hey, like that's money you could be making, so business wise, yeah, hop in on that trend. Do you ever shop at Hot Topic? I have never really shopped at Hot Topic. I do buy like some Disney stuff though. Like when I go to Disneyland, they have like really great like Disney branded stuff. So I do have like a backpack from them. Like my little baby Yoda backpack is from Hot Topic. Um, but they do sell some kind of like more like rave stuff there too. So I think Hot Topic is changed their image a little bit because they do have like a lot of Disney stuff. But I was never like a big Hot Topic fan when I was trying to dress super trendy in high school and all that. So many people I know back in middle school got Hot Topic clothes or like stuff to put on backpacks. Yeah, I feel like that was like one of the hot that stores. I think it's still kind of hot. I know like they did like Funko Pops. So like sorry, I'm trying to get all my products off of my shirt here. I know they did Funko Pops, and there was like, I don't know if Funko Pops are still as hot as they used to be, but I know people used to just like go crazy for Funko Pops, like lining up, and like their resale on them was crazy. And I knew Hot Topic did a lot of Funkos, so I think that kind of brought them back into like popularity. But I did buy some stuff at like Zoomies, if anyone like remembers that store. I think they're still in a lot of malls, so I did go there. I think that was probably like the edgiest of my fashion was there. I'm just gonna do a little simple eye look here with my my Tartelette Toasted palette. I almost didn't have a Tartelette Toasted palette anymore. R.I.P. I'm gonna go in with warmth here. We're just gonna start intense and see how it goes for me. Here we go. So another fun piercing story here. So when I so I got my like third, so like these, it's easier to see on this ear. When I got these little third piercings on my ear, I did it because I was like, not like upset. I guess I was upset. So don't do permanent things when you're upset. Not that I regret this, but like it was definitely an emotional decision to get these done. So it's kind of a long story, but I was like working someplace and I'd worked there for years, and I told them I was going back to school, and they kind of just like gave me the cold shoulder about it, and they like kind of like removed me from the location I was in, and I was just kind of like just like a helper like around, and I don't know, it was just kind of like they like took my job from me as soon as I told them I was gonna leave. So I don't know, I was just like upset because I was like leaving my work family that I had had for like 2 years, and I was just upset. So I decided to get an ear piercing, and like mind you, this is in like May, or I think it was June of 2020. So like it was still very much like COVID. Like we just did not understand COVID and like the risks and everything. So I found this place called Bulldog Lifestyles. I think it's like even spelled like with a Z, Lifestyles. Um, and it's funny because I like go in, like the store's not open obviously because I don't think they could legally be open at the time. So honestly, I could have died and gotten COVID from this. So like, bless. But like, I just had to get an ear piercing right then and there. So I hit up this weird piercing shop. It was like in kind of like a sketchier part of town. And I like knock on the door, and this like heavily tattooed woman with like very revealing clothing answers the door. And like, she's like, "Oh, you're here for like the 4 o'clock? Like, come in." And then I'm just kind of like sitting there, like in this tattoo shop, and we're like going over what kind of like piercing I want and stuff. And then like this dude that looks like Steve Aoki comes out, like the super long hair and stuff. And he does have like multiple masks on, so that was a win. But it was funny because as he takes me like back to get my like piercing done, he has up on his computer, when will piercing shops reopen? Like during COVID, I was like, this man literally Googled whether he was allowed to be open or not and do my ear piercings, and he knows he's not allowed to be open. So I also got my ears illegally pierced, so very fun. But I was going through it, and I was like, I need to get my ears pierced right now. And I did, illegally. I risked my life for it. I'm gonna go in with a little tiny brush here. Under the eyes a little bit. Just really tie this whole look together. I think I did good with just going in one direction here instead of going back and forth. Like how I said, I only went in one direction as I'm going in multiple directions, but you're supposed to just go one direction, like across your eye. So you're supposed to help if you have eyes like mine. So I think I did pretty decent on that. Just gonna add in a little bit of a lower lash line here. I feel like I've been kind of lazy. I've just been doing like 2 eyeshadow colors and calling it a look, which like it is a look, but I used to do like 3 or 4. But I don't know, sometimes simple is better. Alright. I think that's good. I just darkened up the outside a little bit with this brush here. Because then it's kind of a little more accenty. Feeling good about that. I am going to be doing a little bit of eyeliner, nothing crazy, because I think I am going to put on little fake lashes. I'm just going to do like just a little line of eyeliner. I don't think I'm going to wing it. I've been winging it in a lot of my more recent streams this week, I feel like, which is, it's like a fun look. It does make me a little bit nervous though to do, just because it does take time, and if I mess it up then I have to redo a lot of stuff. But I'm just going to do a thin little line of my eyeliner today after I put on just a little more shimmer to my lid. Alright. It's looking pretty good, given the fact that I'm like so far away from my mirror and I can't necessarily see what I'm doing until I hold this little one up. So yeah, not bad. I'm pretty happy with the look. I'm just gonna go back in with this first brush that I had, with a little bit of the first color, and just kind of sweep it back over just so it has like a nice like blend there. I'm also, oops, put my brushes down in the wrong place. I'm gonna do a little bit of my KVD tattoo liner, just like a thin little line. Hopefully it's thin. Line of eyeliner, okay, not bad. That came out relatively thin. All right. That's looking pretty good there. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit with my eyes. I'm gonna curl my lashes because I feel like I always forget to do that, and it's gonna help when I do put on my false lashes that they're a little bit more, I don't know, they're a little bit closer together. Because if I don't curl them, then it's like my false lash and then my like natural eyelashes are down here. But if I curl them, they're like a little bit closer, I guess is kind of my logic behind that. Is there any truth to that? I don't know, but it makes sense in my mind. I'm going in here with my Pacifica Vegan Collagen lash primer. Just gonna prime my lashes a little bit. I'm not gonna put too much mascara on just because I am going to put on false lashes, but I do want to make sure it does have like a little surface to stick to. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, which I've not used, I feel like, in a hot minute, but I do feel like it smudges less with my false lashes, so. Well, I guess not that it smudges less. I know that it doesn't smudge much. The other one, my other mascara that I normally use, I don't know if it smudges or not, and I'd rather just not take the chance, so I'm just gonna use my typical one here. Do you shop cruelty free? I try to. I think most makeup brands are, for the most part, cruelty free now. I think just because there's been such like big backlash against that. I think like most brands, I think they're at least sold in the United States. I think, again, fact check me if this is wrong, but I think most brands are generally cruelty free here. Like they're not putting this stuff on bunnies anymore. But again, I don't know if that's true, but if it's not, it should be. I think probably like buying makeup from like overseas, like places like Shein is probably where it's more likely to be like tested on animals and things. But if I can, I try to shop cruelty free, but sometimes it's not always possible. I tried for like a hot minute to be like vegan at work. It's funny because I would eat these like vegan burgers. Also, being vegan is incredibly hard. If anyone's vegan, just like hats off to you because that is a very hard lifestyle to maintain. But I tried to be vegan at work, aka I would eat just like some like vegan frozen item I found like on the shelves the store I worked at. But it's funny because I would like eat them. I'm like, this would go so good with cheese. I'm like, wait, no, you can't have cheese on this. That lasted for like a week, but yeah. I wish I was like a little bit more of like a conscious consumer about things like that. I do try to shop secondhand when I can, so that's, I guess, one way I give back to the planet. Like, especially for rave clothes, like a lot of it does get very pricey, so pretty much like all the rave clothes that like I showed on my rave stream a couple weeks ago, all that was like not like thrifted, but I bought it off like the secondhand sites like Poshmark and Mercari and stuff. So okay, let me just get close to my face real quick just to make sure I got my, okay, looking pretty good. I was vegan for 3.5 years, but I slipped and haven't gone full vegan again. But I always look for vegan first. Hats off to you. That is incredible that you could do that for that long. Because I feel like there's so much stuff that people don't even realize like has animal products in it. Like, so good for you. I tried it and it's hard. Like I just feel like there's just animal products and so much stuff. But it's definitely better for the planet, and I think that's really how we probably should all be eating a little bit more. I learned a lot about food. Yeah, I feel like that's like a good way to like start being like really healthy too. Is just like when you have to be like super like careful and like really knowledgeable about everything you're putting in your body, then you start making better choices. So good for you. Again, that is hard to do. Okay, let me get my lashes out here so that these are ready. I'll try to draw on some eyebrows for myself here. A little bit. Because I have some eyebrow, but I would like more than this. No one come for me that I literally do my makeup in like reverse order. I know like most people start with like their eye makeup first and then they like do the rest of their face just so that you can get kind of like the stray eyeshadow, but I don't know. This is just the way I've always done it, and like for me it is like harder to like draw on my brows, so I do like to have like the eye makeup done before I do the brows, so it's just all a little out of order, but that's okay. Let me just scooch into my, I'll just turn you guys here so you can see. Just draw in some brows for myself here. Alright, that looks pretty decent on this side. Let me just get this eyebrow to look like the other one. Okay, it's not bad. Could it be better? Yeah, but it could be a lot worse also. So we're gonna call that good before I just like draw on way too much eyebrow for myself here. I maybe should have kept that out just in case I needed it, but that's all right. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the matching Morphe brow pomade here and just fill in the little outlines that I made. I am thinking about getting my brows tattooed again just because, like, even though I still did my eyebrows every day, it was just nice because I had like a little kind of like template that I could just add like a little bit more on top of. But also, like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's super painless to do. And so, like, I did it and I was like, I don't know if I have a low tolerance for pain or what, but like, I just thought it was like quite painful to get done. So I guess that's the only, like, in terms of tattoos that I have, but I just thought it was like super painful. Like, I think I was like probably crying during like part of it, but I just like had some music and I was like trying to zone out, but I'm like, this like hurts. But I don't know, I pierced my own belly button, so maybe I don't have a low pain tolerance. Maybe just the person wasn't that gentle. I don't know. It was something. And a little bit of brow gel here just to keep all my eyebrows I just drew in place here. Just clean it off a little bit so that it stays clear brow gel as opposed to being a little bit of like a brown brow gel. Adding some setting spray to my face. This is the Hourglass Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. I normally flip the order of these. I normally put on like the NYX one last, and then I put on this one like right after I do my foundation to keep my foundation in place. Because this one is like a finer mist, I guess. Like just like the amount of like spray that comes out each time is less with this one as opposed to this one, so it dries faster. But mix those up today, but that's all right. Should be all the same. I'm gonna put on a little bit of like an orangier lipstick. The team I'm gonna see does have orange, and I just don't really like the color orange that much, but we're gonna try to be a little team spirited. And even if I don't go to the game, then I guess I just have like orange lipstick on. I'm also gonna do a little bit of lash here. So these are some of my favorites. They're called the Naked Lash because they just have like a really thin band on them, and like the space I have like for like my like second eyelids here is like not that much, so just like the thin band helps because sometimes like false lashes do have like a thicker band, especially kind of like the longer, more voluminous ones have like a thicker band, and it's just harder, like it's just less comfortable for me to like wear them because they're just so thick and it just like irritates my eye. So I really do like these Naked Lash ones because they have a thin band. Plus these are affordable. These are, well, they're relatively affordable, but they are sold at drugstores, so they're definitely more affordable. It's funny because I used to work at like a major retailer. I didn't realize how much like people just like stole stuff from like retail stores until like I worked at one. Like, I don't know, I just figured all these like loss prevention people that just like hang out there. They were all just kind of like for show. Like, I didn't realize people like did actually steal like a lot of stuff from stores still. And this girl like stole a bunch of like false eyelashes, and like we caught her. And I just thought it was funny because it's not like you stole food. Like, you do have eyelashes on your face. Like, you could make those work if you needed to. Like, you didn't need these false lashes, but I don't know. It's like, you know, if you can't afford something, you probably just shouldn't be stealing it. And if you're gonna steal something that you need, like, steal something essential, like food or something, not like false lashes. So I feel like people that steal food, it's like, okay, yeah, it's like more understandable. If you're just stealing false lashes, like, I don't know. No pity from me. All right, I feel like I've done a decent job of attaching these to my face. not bad. These are like a little bit more like natural, so like not totally natural, this is what my natural eyes look like, but they're just like a little bit, they're not crazy. They're not crazy lashes. Like I guess you could maybe confuse these from my real eyelashes. I feel like the angle on this is weird. I don't know why these look so strange. I might need to like get a little more eyeliner and fix these here. I'm going with a little bit more glue. This is also kind of the beauty of using black glue is like if I didn't want to, if I wanted to save product, I wouldn't technically have to put on eyeliner because, well, even just like false lashes in general do kind of double as eyeliner, but just feel like the black glue makes it like an easier application. I don't know what got on these lashes. There's like little fuzzies in them. Okay. This one on my face. Flip you all around here. The first one runs so easily. Hopefully we have the same luck on this side. We'll see. Okay, this one's not bad. So far, so good. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Trying to make sure the inside corners are down because that's what always gets me. Okay, pretty happy with these. I think I might go in and touch them up like a little bit with eyeliner, but really not bad. I think I'm doing good on time, so I think I'm gonna try to curl my hair today. So I feel like fan favorite that I don't do enough because it just takes me forever. Oh my gosh, I have another beauty blender sponge in here. So I'm gonna throw out the one that this one has just gotten bad. Just accidentally broke off the top and it just is not good. So okay, that one's gonna go. I'm gonna curl my hair here. I already put heat protectant in just before I went out in the sun, so that I was a little bit more ready. But while I wait for my hair curler to heat up, I'm gonna put on a little bit of lipstick here. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my eyelashes. Well, they're already dry, so I don't know what I'm adjusting, but I'm gonna grab my little eyeliner and just touch them up a little bit too. Put on a little bit of lipstick. So I'm gonna just flip you all this way again. My eyeliner a little bit. I think just because there's like a weird like gap between my false lashes and the eyeliner lines. I just need to smooth that out. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lipstick here. This is less orange than I thought. It's all right. Okay. That looks pretty good. Pretty happy with what that looks like. Just like smile and see if it looks pretty even, so it's not bad. I can maybe use just like a touch more on this side, but yeah, not bad. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my hair here. I think I am going to, I'm gonna do it like half up because my hair is like a little bit dirty, so I'm gonna go in and do my like signature hairstyle that I feel like I literally always do for events. It's just this like half and half thing, but I have not found like that many more hairstyles that I think are just like that I like that much more. Like I do this like almost every day for work actually, just so that my hair is like out of my face. All right, Actually, I should do this with a scrunchie so I don't hurt myself, but I'm going with the scrunchie after this. Okay, I'm gonna do this top piece first, just so that these do get curled nicely separately here. My hair will look less crazy also. I'm just gonna do two moderately sized sections here, and that will be good for the top. I probably am gonna end up washing my hair like tonight or tomorrow, so this isn't gonna stay too long, so I'm not gonna like spend too much time worrying about whether it's like curled enough. It just needs to look nice for today. Go in this side, curl my hair a little bit here. I guess if I wanted to be like, not like super lazy, but if I wanted to be like quicker and like more efficient, I would just go in and do like little curls all over my hair. This one for some reason looks like it's curled kind of weird, so glad this one's in the front. All right, I'm gonna toss these friends to the back so I can focus on doing like the underside of my, let me take my glove off, the underside of my hair, which I guess I didn't divide that well between my shoulders, but okay. Start with this, just comb it out a little bit with my fingers here, just so that it was like a little bit smoother. And I'm gonna try to do the thing that I normally do with my hair, where I will alternate which way I do the curls, so like clockwise, I guess, versus counterclockwise on the barrel, and then keeping a little bit of hair out at the end as well, just so it's not super ringlety. I think, was it my senior year or was it my junior year? I think it was my senior year. I like discovered that you can buy like knockoffs of like more expensive dresses like on like eBay and these other sus sites, and so like I just had this like super big like cupcakey dress, which was like super in style like back when I was in high school a little bit more, but I had like this big old like cupcake dress, and I just like way over curled my hair. Like I curled it all the way down, so it was just like ringlety, and then like with my like big poofy dress I just looked like a small child, and it was just kind of bad. So that's just always my hair inspiration, like lack of inspiration, is like making sure I don't look like what I looked like at my senior homecoming, which is funny because I feel like senior year was when I like really got into homecoming. Like, I mean, I feel like I always did all the dress up days, but I actually like helped build our like float thing too that we did. I don't know. Plus, like senior year, I had time. Like, I feel like I went to such a hard high school. Like, I didn't really feel like I like developed any sort of like interests or like hobbies or like really like knew anything like about myself, like about my like personality until I was like a senior in high school, and I had time to like start doing other stuff that wasn't just like school. So like, you know, plus I was like applying to colleges and stuff, just kind of like learning like what I like prioritize as a person. But I'm like, I really felt like I had the personality of a piece of toast until like my senior year of high school, because I just like didn't have time to like do anything else but school. It was also when I started watching like the Bachelor Bachelorette show, which is like so bad. I know it's like so bad, but like it's like so bad it's good. Like I just love the show so much. I've been watching it since like my senior year of high school. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just like so overly dramatic and just like ridiculous for like no reason. It's just it's fun. I feel like they've had not like bad endings, but they've like, I don't know if they're like scripted and they try to make them bad, but I just feel like the endings of like the past couple seasons have been just like so cringy and uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, like there was like one bachelorette who picked this guy, and it was like so close. She was just like, she loved them both, and she just like couldn't decide who she wanted. but I guess she just like barely liked this other guy more, like loved the other guy more. So she picked him, but then it turned out he was like just there to like get exposure for himself as a musician. He like didn't even love her, and like it was just so cringeworthy, their breakup and stuff. And just like I feel like the show is just sometimes so cringy like that, where like this guy like the last like Bachelor he like got rid of. Sorry if you haven't watched it. I mean, it's been out for like a year, so the last Bachelor I think is a couple Bachelors ago, and I don't remember which one I'm thinking of. A lot of them are very cringy, but like I think it was the last Bachelor, but he like did something, and then the other girl that he liked was like, well, like if you did this with other people, I couldn't be with you. He's like, fine, then leave. And then like he like decides he like doesn't even like the other two women that are still there, and he like chases after the other one and like apologizes, and I think they end up getting together, but like I don't know if it worked out for them or not, but usually it doesn't. So it was just like, oh, it was just so cringy. And they did like a group breakup, like they like broke up with both of them together, which is funny because now both of them are like The Bachelorette, which just kicked off, which I didn't realize. I like saw it pop up on my Hulu on Tuesday that I'd missed the first episode. And I'm like, no, I missed the first episode. But now they're the two Bachelorettes together, and it looks like it's gonna be as dramatic as ever. Which they don't need to make it dramatic. I would watch it even if it was just like a regular show, but that's okay. I cannot tell what part of my hair belongs to what here. Okay, this is the piece I need to curl. So kind of interesting. One of the first like reality TV shows, like I guess the first like version of like Jersey Shore was like it just followed like regular people around. Like it just like it just like followed regular people's lives, and that's what reality TV like started as. It was just like we're just watching regular people's lives, just like people do regular stuff, like. And now it's like spiraled out of control. I feel like almost into this whole like crazy beast for people to do like just such crazy things for attention and fame and all that. Like there's this one show, I think it's on Netflix. It's so dumb, but I did watch it. It's called like Too Hot to Handle, and it's like all these like incredibly attractive people. It was a reality TV show, or like what I don't know what it's supposed to be, like a game show, reality TV show. But it's supposed to be like all these people like incredibly attractive. They think they're all just gonna like get with each other on this island because they're all just incredibly good looking and whatever. And then they tell these people they can't like have any sort of physical interaction, otherwise it like draws away from this like $10,000 like pot of money they have, and it's just like ridiculous. It's such a dumb show, but it's just so like hilarious because it's so dumb. So I have watched it, but it's just too much. Some of these shows are just too much. But I guess that's the answer to the person who asked, what are my favorite movies? I don't watch a lot of movies. I just watch a lot of TV shows and like probably like bad TV shows, just like not great quality entertainment stuff. Is the answer to that. All right, I feel like I've gone through and done my hair like relatively quickly here because I don't need it to last like too long because I'm probably gonna wash my hair again tonight or tomorrow. So I'm just trying to get it so it's like a little bit curled. I think it was like I think I'm curling this side more than the other side, honestly, but that's okay. It'll all even out. It's really kind of like as long as these top pieces are curled, like that's really all that's noticeable. You are club ready. Thank you. I'm actually probably going to a baseball game, so kind of funny. But I'm glad you think I'm club ready. I appreciate this. I just really appreciate how much everyone like hypes me up on this. Like I feel like that's why I like Twitch. Just like I don't know, everyone just like is hyping me up here. All right, last two pieces. These could be like last three pieces, but I know it's probably not the most exciting content to watch me curl my hair, and I still have not figured out how to play music, like through mobile. I guess I could have done this in front of my computer, but okay, next time maybe I'll do this in front of my computer. I just have like re-finessed my whole setup so I can sit on this giant beanbag chair and game, and so I have to like move it all back, I guess. But I could. That'd make for a much better stream if there was music. Is baseball your favorite sport to watch? I'm more of like a football gal, but it's baseball season, so plus it's just, I don't know, it's something to do just to get out there. The baseball stadium like near me, they actually have like the boba teas like at the stadium, so it's pretty nice because it's like, wow, they know their audience, they know who's coming, people like me. All right, it's not bad. I'm gonna go through my hair with a little bit of hair oil here just to break up the curls a little bit, give them a little bit of shine with my Verb Ghost oil. Just kind of go through my hair here, add a little bit of shine. Hopefully I don't make it like too frizzy, but I just want to add like a little bit of shine and just get my little flyaways down, but not bad. I'm gonna hairspray my hair a little bit here also. I almost just grabbed my dry shampoo instead. Okay, grab some hairspray. Spray my hair. Okay. Pretty good. Just gonna wait for it to dry a little bit here, and then I can like show you guys kind of the finished product. Just wave my hair around and drag a little bit, but it's not bad. Let me put on the little shirt here. I literally got this at like Target from like the kids section, but it just works. It makes me look instantly more like spirited and like ready. All right, pretty good. Let me just, oh, I'm dropping everything I own. Let me just set this here and you guys can see the whole fit. Not that I'm necessarily proud of this fit, like it's okay, but it's, where did I drop the cap for my hair oil? It's not bad. It's not bad. All right, I'm thinking we do like just like the white on white and then with like the black tank top. I think it's kind of gonna be the vibe today. But I don't know what was stuck to me, but pretty good. And then like the face, try to do like a little bit like more orange, like a little bit more, I don't know, it just kind of looks like my regular look, I guess. But like, I don't know, the lighting's much better over here. So thank you all for hanging out with me, getting ready with me. Appreciate all of you, and hopefully you all are about to do something, this is so heavy, you all are about to do something fun with your weekend here. Just enjoy, get your time outside today. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and have fun out there. Bye.